What's poppin'? I'm Peter and this is a new LEGO tips video because last time you guys hit it out of the park with the response, so thank you so much. I really enjoy making these, so I'm glad you enjoy watching them. And I think let's just jump right into the video. So without further ado, here are 5 weird but cool ways to use LEGO parts. Starting off with the most simple technique, you can see that this build for a chair only uses 4 Lego pieces, which is kind of crazy because, 4 Lego pieces, what can you build with 4 Lego pieces? Well, this chair apparently. Anyway, to build this thing, you can see that you just need 2 Erlings or headlight bricks or whatever you want to call them, and then you need a 1x2 plate, and then the wheel arch piece, or the wheel arch piece, what am I saying? And if you don't like having the exposed studs in the back, you can just cover it up with a tile. It's not that difficult, it's just a 2x2 tile, and that should do the trick, or you can add some other sort of detail if you want. But yeah, 4 pieces, pretty simple. You will probably be able to build this if you wanted to. Okay, so moving on to number 2, you can see this is another very simple design. It's just a design for a bush that you can put outside like a big stately building, like a government building or a bank or anything of that sort. And basically this just uses 4 pieces as well. You take one of the preformed bush pieces, which is not a very creative use of it, I know. The part that's being used creatively here is the wheel piece, which is not the tire, but like the actual wheel inside of that. And that I use as the pot for the plant, So again, really simple. You just take the wheel, put it on the base, and then put a Technic pin in it, and then attach the bush on top. There's really nothing more to it. The only thing here that you might have a difficult time finding a lot of is the bush piece, because I know that they only come in like the extra packs. They don't really come in sets anymore, so if you don't have a lot of them, you can just substitute it with whatever else you do have. Okay, we are kind of flying through these though, so let's take up the difficulty by 1 notch for this next design. And this next design is just a tire instead of a wheel as the tree. And then you can see it's based on a 4x4 lime base plate, or plate, I guess, not really base plate, but that's not really essential. You can pretty much stick this on whatever you want. That goes for almost all of these. And then on top of that, you just put this little dome piece, and then the tire. There's a little lip in the tire, so if you hadn't seen that, try putting the tire, or the lip of the tire, around the dome piece, and then the plate on top of that, and then the tree on top of that. And this tree design is actually taken from the detective's office, so if you have that set, you might recognize it, along with the bird with the police hat, because, it's a detective's office. There was, I don't know where I got the police hat, actually. I think it came with it, but I don't know where. So never mind our foul police officer here, and just focus on the tree. There's actually only 4 pieces, and it does come with a detective's office, and it's actually a pretty good build for 4 pieces. I did not design the tree myself. I'm not actually that good at making trees, so I hope you like this one. But yeah, I think that's enough said about this design. Let's move on to number 4. So when I come up with these designs, I'm actually just looking through my bins of parts and saying, what is a weird piece that I can use in a cool way? And I guess that I saw this and I'm like, I don't know how I would use that in a good looking way, but I saw it looked kind of like maybe like an oil barrel or like a trash can. So I just decided, why not make a flaming trash can? So there you have it. I have built literal hot garbage out of Lego. I don't know what could possibly top that. So as this design is a little bit more complex and a little bit more detailed, it is a little bit harder to build and it's way more fragile for sure. You basically just take some flame pieces and then put them on the little cones and then stick that on some studs and then attach it in the middle. But then around the edges, I also stuck them on like little Technic half pin, half axle pieces, and then stuck those in the corners or around the edges, I guess. And it's I don't know, it kind of fits, it doesn't kind of fit. It's really fragile though, so if you want to try this, you can, but I don't know how anybody would use this in a build. It's literally hot garbage.
Wait, does that mean that I can call myself a garbage Lego builder now?
Okay, enough jokes though, we're back to serious business. But actually no, tip number 5 is kind of serious because it's like complicated. I guess it doesn't really make it serious, but you know what I mean. Because it always likes to fall apart. There are pretty much only illegal connections here, and it falls apart so much. I would not recommend this one. I'm putting this in the video though because I thought it might pique your guys' interest. Basically what you do is you take some tread pieces to make a cylinder and you just put some Technic half pins through them and then attach plates on the outside. So it's not hard to like understand necessarily, it's hard to actually build. If you want to try it, you'll understand what I mean. On the upside though, the result does not look bad. It's just a basic representation of what you could do with this. You can expand it as big or almost as small as you want, and you can make it as almost as complex as you want. I just put some plates on the outside because I was a little short on time, but you can basically modify it however you want, and this is just like a concept, Also, I've just realized that one of the sections of this cylinder is like 4 pieces, so I feel 4 out of the 5 builds here are made of 4 pieces, which just seems so weird to me. I swear I did not plan that or script that. Okay, whatever. You've heard enough of me tripping over my own words at this point, so I hope you like this video. Subscribe if you want to. Follow me on Instagram if you want to at PML_bricks. But other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say, so thanks for watching and see ya.